All right, good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Judge.
morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Booker, do we have any more in the waiting room? Are we good to go?
Yes, Judge, you're good to go.
All right, good. So I will get going. It is 9 o'clock straight up. I will explain to the Zoom audience how I will be calling the docket. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off, and then announce yourself to the court. I'll say it one more time. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on if it is off because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera off after that and then announce yourself to the court. Because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. At some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in this morning, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we will begin. It is Friday, February 10th, 2023, County Court 12, calling the 9 o'clock docket. Booker, if you don't mind muting everyone. We'll begin with Victoria Celeste Garcia. Victoria Celeste Garcia.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Got you checked in. Manuel Antonio Escamilla. Manuel Escamilla. Christopher Buentello. Christopher Buentello. Christian Green. Christian Green.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Okay, Christian, we cannot see you. There you go. Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Isaac Gilson. Isaac Gilson. Calvin Lee Anthony. Calvin Lee Anthony. Cynthia Bello. Cynthia Bello.
Judge, she was told to appear in person.
Okay. I'll have Steve check and see if she's in the hallway. Corey Crook. Corey Crook. Is he going to be in person also? Isa Hermosa. Isa Hermosa.
Hi, yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Ramon Valdez. Ramon Valdez.
Judge, I just spoke to him. He will be joining in shortly.
Thank you, Jane. Christopher Villarreal. Christopher Villarreal. Javier Garcia. Javier Alejandro Garcia. Amber Johnston. Amber Johnston.
Here.
Oh, thank you. Got you checked in. Jose Garza. Jose Garza.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Jose. Got you checked in. Let's see. Guadalupe Barbosa. Jose Guadalupe Salsa Barbosa.
Sí, buenos días.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Got you. Yes, sir. Alana Bobina. Alana Nicole Bobino.
Yeah.
Alana, can you put yourself so that I can see you? There you go. Thank you. Got you checked in. Luis Resendez. Luis Resendez. Brian Pettis. Brian Ray Pettis.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Mauricio Chaca. Mauricio Chaca. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I believe it's Chuck, but
Okay.
I'll call him, Judge. I don't see him, but I'll.
Okay. Thank you. I'll circle back around to it, Counselor. Matthew Jacob Mendiola. Matthew Jacob Mendiola. Francis Lucio. Francis Marie Lucio. Sarah Elizabeth Peep House. Sarah
Peavy House. I'm
Peavy
here.
House.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Maki Stone. Maki Stone. Javier Lerma. Javier Lerma. Jennifer Salinas. Jennifer Salinas. Jennifer Salinas.
Present.
Jennifer, could you say it one more time? I did not see your block. Did you see her, Booker? Jennifer
Yes, Judge, I
Salinas.
see her.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Arlene
Oh, you
Lizette
want the mic on,
Lozando.
that way when we're talking, they don't
Could you
hear us.
mute everybody? Thank you. Arlene Elizondo. Arlene Elizondo. Noe Trevino. Noe Trevino.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Noe. Got you checked in. Rashal Douglas.
Judge, I'm sorry,
Holliman.
I'm present on the.
Okay,
no.
I'm here.
first-
Here, Your Honor.
Okay, could everyone please mute themselves while I'm calling the docket? Only unmute yourself.
Your Honor, for
Everyone,
Matthew Jacob, I am
Please,
here.
sir, everyone, please just mute themselves. I will go back over the docket one more time. If you did not manage to unmute yourselves when I called your name, it's okay. I'll go back through the docket again, okay? Just mute yourselves while I'm calling the docket. And I'm still hearing back noise. That stylist, you see that stylist, moto stylist, could you meet him, Booker?
Yes, Judge.
Rashal Holliman, Rashal Douglas
Here. Here.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Ruben Cruz, Ruben Enrique Cruz.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Juan Carlos Ramirez. Juan Carlos Ramirez.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Catherine Ann Contreras. Catherine Ann Contreras. I don't think she knows how to unmute herself. Catherine, do you know how to unmute yourself? Roger Anthony Sawyer. Roger Anthony Sawyer. Juan Ponce. Juan Ponce.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Victor Mendez Aguilar. Victor Mendez Aguilar.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Aaron William Glende or Glende. Aaron William.
Present.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Lauren Elizabeth Tinkler. Lauren Elizabeth Tinkler.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Michael Galvan. Michael Galvan. Amy Lynn Lopez. Amy Lynn Lopez.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Antonio Farina. Antonio Farina.
Good morning, Judge.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Thomas Perry. Thomas Perry. Irvin Pugh. Irvin Levance Pugh.
And we.
Tristan James Castro. Tristan James Castro. Christopher James Ryan. Christopher James.
Tristan Castro, I'm here, ma'am. I'm right here. I'm sorry, I was trying to unmute it. I couldn't find the thing my first time.
Christopher James Castro? No? All right. Look, I will go back to this docket one more time to call the individuals that did not answer on the first go around. But first, I'm going to give some instructions on how this morning is going to roll out. Defense attorneys that need a reset, the court will give you a reset. I do, however, require that you talk to one of the two ADAs on the Zoom. That would be Kendra or Caleb. Even if you have talked to them, defense attorney, last court setting, and you want the exact same thing, you have not changed your mind, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if you just got hired last night or last week or last month, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if there is a felony pending along with this County Court 12 case, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. I see no downside to communications, guys. I know that I am over here trying to move my docket. And I know that you defense attorneys are trying to bring closure to your clients' cases so they can get back to their normal lives. And we cannot do that without communication. So defense attorneys, just please take a few moments to go into the breakout room to get on the same page about the status of this hearing, this setting this morning. Now, defense attorneys, if you have talked to one of the two ADAs within the last 2, 3, even up to 5 days ago, and that talk, that chat, that email was about this setting, this hearing today, I'll take that. I do consider that a confer. I would highly recommend that's what you guys would do. So in the morning time, when I get to the part about who is already conferred, you can quickly just say that you'll confer, give a report, and we can give your client a reset and release your client. But we're here now. So how we're going to do this is I need defense attorneys, to please send chats to Booker. Booker's going to line you guys up in order of how he receives those chats to go into the breakout rooms. Now, guys, it is 9:10. Usually about 10 o'clock, we're more than 75% done with the docket. I say that to say we try to move things along quickly in County Court 12. So defense attorneys, but Booker puts you guys in those breakout rooms. Please do not pop out of the breakout rooms to say no one has come to see me in the breakout room. Like I said, exercise a little patience. We do try to move things along quickly. Someone will be there soon enough to discuss the matter of this setting with you today. All right. Now, I'm going to go back through this list one more time. And remember, these are for the individuals that did not answer at the first go around. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves. Turn your camera on if it is off, because you are in court and I do need to see you. Please announce yourself to me. Don't do things like wave in the background, not unmuting yourselves, because we can get upwards of 50 or 60 people on this Zoom. I do need to hear your voice so I can check you in. I do want to, at the end of the day, inadvertently issue a warrant for someone that was here, but for they did not follow the directions that I'm giving you right now to unmute yourselves and announce yourself to the court, okay? All right, because if you're not doing that, I am issuing FTAs. That does stand for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your arrest. All right, here we go again. It's Manuel Escamilla on the Zoom now. Manuel Escamilla. Christopher Buentello. Christopher.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your
Thank
Honor.
you. Forgot to check them. See you there. Isaac Gilson. Isaac Gilson. Calvin Lee Anthony. Calvin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
Calvin.
ma'am.
Thank you, Calvin. Is Cynthia Bello on now? Cynthia Bello. She's in the hallway? Okay, she is in the hallway, Jay. Did Corey Crook appear? Corey Crook? No, I guess not. How about Ramon Valdez? Ramon Valdez?
Here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Ramon. Got you checked in. Christopher Villarreal. Christopher Villarreal. Javier Garcia. Javier Garcia.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Checked in. Good morning. Luis Resendez. Luis Resendez. Mauricio Chacal. Did he get on? Did he manage to get on, Counselor? Mauricio Chacal. Nope. All right. Matthew Mendiola. Matthew Jacob Mendiola.
Here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Matthew. Got you checked in now. Francis
Thank you.
Lucio. Francis Marie Lucio.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Got you checked. Okay. Let's see. Maki Stone. Maki Stone. Javier Lerma. Javier Lerma. Arlene Elizondo. Arlene Lizette Elizondo. Catherine Contreras. Catherine N. Contreras. Catherine, you have to. There you go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Thank you, Catherine. I got you checked in.
Okay.
Roger Anthony Sawyer. Roger Anthony Sawyer. Michael Galvan. Michael Galvan. Thomas Perry. Thomas Perry.
Your Honor. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Thank you, Thomas. Who said that? Thomas Perry?
Yes, I did. Thomas Perry.
Okay, thank you, Thomas.
And then I'm sorry, ma'am. I did say it here as well. My microphone wasn't working. It was Michael Galvan.
Okay, Michael. Okay, thank you. I got you checked in, Michael. Irvin Pugh. Irvin Levance Pugh. Tristan James Castro. Tristan James Castro.
Here, Your Honor. Here, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Tristan. Got you checked in. Christopher James Ryan. Christopher James Ryan. All right. I've now gone through the docket twice. Is there anyone on the Zoom? You think you're in the right place and you did not hear your name called at all this morning? You did not hear your name called either time I called the docket. Okay, all right. Then before we move forward and please and whatnot this morning, I'm going to give a few housekeeping rules for County Court 12. First rule being defense attorneys. I see we have a lot of pleas listed on the docket. Remember, 2 sets of paperwork. One set comes from the court, the other set comes from the district attorney's office. Defense attorneys, if you are not sure if your client has done all of the paperwork, just let Booker know. Booker can put you in a breakout room with your client and you can go over these matters. I just don't want anyone to sit on the Zoom for an hour or so. And then when I call the case, we discover that only half of the paperwork or none of the paperwork has been done, okay? Also, defense attorneys, if you are moving forward with a plea, please ask your client this one question. Are they a resident of Bexar County? It seems that lately we've been getting so many that San Antonio, I realize, is a very touristy town. We get a lot of outsiders. So if I don't know, if I'm not writing to probation that your client is not a resident of Bexar County, your client is going to get an immediate violation. All right, Charles has been catching a lot of them. So it's an easy solution to this. Just let us know so that I can write that on the file. Their client perhaps lives in Travis County, Harris County, or even another state. And I can make the decision, should we transfer the case to where your client does reside, or should I allow that client to report to probation by Zoom? So an easy solution, but if I don't know, it's not going over there. And I've been getting those frantic calls from defense attorneys that say, my client has gotten the violation when you did not let us know that the client does not reside in Bexar County, okay? Also, defense attorneys, if your client has an MTR on the docket, besides speaking to one of the 2 ADAs, you must also speak to Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the CLO, the probation officer for County Court 12. Of course, because it is an MTR, a motion to revoke probation, I do need the input from probation. And defense attorneys, if your client has been arrested, just arrested at least twice for a DWI, your client's case is going to immediately be sent over to the DWI court. That is a treatment specialty court. I cannot order or mandate your client to go into that treatment court, but your client will be given the opportunity to be evaluated and talk to someone about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Your client will not be able to leave this judiciary able to say no one offered him help, again, for what I see as red flags and usage of alcohol. Also, besides presiding over County Court 12, I do preside over the mental health court. If anyone is interested in having their case transferred to that court, it doesn't even have to be that your client has ever been professionally diagnosed with a mental health illness. If they just think they're bipolar or suffer from severe depression or anxiety, PTSD, schizophrenia, that is good enough for us. We will have them evaluated by a professional. I do run several dockets of mental health. One of the dockets, the PTD, the pre-trial diversion docket. If your client is deemed eligible for that docket, not only does your client's case get dismissed, but it gets totally expunged from his record at no cost to the client. Options for everyone. All right, so moving forward, are there any defense attorneys that have already conferred? Just need to give a report to the court. You can give your client a reset and release your client. Any defense attorneys that have already conferred? Don't have any, or everyone's still in the breakout rooms conferring, Booker? All right.
They're in the breakout rooms.
All right, then. I'll be right here. And I see we have a lot of pleas. Please are ready. Before
Judge,
I go,
we do have one plea that's ready right now.
which one is that?
That one's for number 4, Christian Green.
Christian Green is ready to go? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now that I'm looking at it,
Please, and then I'm going to jump into the breakout room with the mental health team. So give me as many pleas as I can get before I transfer over to that breakout room. So I'll take up Christian.
Well, Your Honor, Your
Yes.
Honor, now that you mention it, I actually do need discovery from Caleb. So I sent him an email.
Okay.
And whenever I get it, I'll sign it.
Okay.
But-
That for Christian Green?
Yes.
Okay. So Booker, can you just send an email to Christian and still
That-
more.
That was I told Booker we were ready, but we actually do need the discovery, Your Honor. So that's my fault. So
All right.
I'll look great.
Are there any other?
That should be it for now. I'm just gonna put you on with mental health and then we can take up the pleas once you return.
Remember, I have that board meeting today at noon, so I'm going to leave. I'll be leaving at 11:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna bring him in, Judge. That's L'Oreal. That's the one that Paul wrote. So
Okay, all right.
Booker? Hello,
Yes.
Booker?
Yes.
This is Cynthia Bello. I'm out in the hallway. I was told at the last minute to come here in person.
Okay.
I did not say I'm present when she called the docket.
We got you checked in. The deputy notified us that you're in the hallway.
Thank you so much, sir.
No problem.
Morning, Booker. Michael Gross. How are you today, sir?
Doing good in yourself?
Great, thanks. I'm sorry I'm late. I couldn't find that doggone email you sent me yesterday. I deleted it by mistake.
No
Sorry.
worries.
I've got Mr. Perry this morning. I was wondering if I don't have a file yet on his case.
Okay, I'll get you to talk with Caleb real fast and then we can get your set after that.
Thanks, sir.
No problem.
Hey, Booker.
Yes.
Yes, I want to know about my case. My name is Juan Carlos Ramirez.
Who's your attorney?
I believe it's David Martinez. Or Daniel Martinez.
Okay, they'll be with you. I can't tell you about your case. That's your attorney's job. So they'll be with you shortly to talk to you about your case.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
I don't know.
Karen,
Yes, Booker. Hi.
Hi.
So Sarah Peeve House, last time we were here about a month ago, they had said that they were gonna, it's gonna be Jacob Tyler all over again. They were gonna enhance it to a felony and they haven't done anything. She's got like 5.5 months back time from TDC that I have proof of incarceration because I believe that this case happened before then. But I'm not really sure what to do, you know, either if they dismiss this case and she's getting another warrant, are they really going to do it? Are we going to keep coming back 5 or 6 times until finally something happens? I was going to bitch and moan to the judge about it, but whatever. I don't know. They don't even know if they're going to dismiss it right now before they try to enhance it to a felony. So.
Okay.
Any suggestions, co-counsel?
I have no idea.
I guess, I would say I try to force them to dismiss it, but the problem with that is I don't want them then refiling down the road and then she gets another warrant.
You're correct. Yeah, it's almost identical to your other case.
Jacob Tyler.
Yeah.
So
you want to set up for a motion hearing or?
Yeah, I guess maybe for a speedy trial hearing or something. That's
Okay.
the first. I just thought that I didn't tell that to Kendra yet, so I guess I need to tell her. Kendra, did you hear that? She's in a breakout.
I will set it for March 28th for now, and then I'll tell the state to get with you, and then if you guys can't come to a resolution, then we'll set it for a motion hearing, and then I'll give you a motion hearing date from there.
Okay. And then Jennifer Salinas. Can you put any breakout room with her, please? I think that's going to be reset too, but unfortunately, because she didn't do the upfront classes, they're taking the offer away they've originally given her.
Okay.
But can you give her a reset and just let me talk to her? Or I can call. I can call her actually. Never mind.
So am I to go?
Sarah, you can go. You're reset for 3:28 for now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know if you could put Jennifer on the same day, maybe.
Yeah. Do you have her case number? Oh, there. Never mind. I got her.
Yeah, it's 684441.
Okay. 328 also.
Okay. Thank you, Booker. Have a great weekend.
Thanks. You do the same.
And Jennifer Salinas, you're excused, right?
Yes, she's for the log off.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Michael.
Hey, Booker. I spoke to prosecutor Caleb, and I've got Thomas Perry 698-380 and 81 DWI and UCW. He has a dismissed DWI from a couple of years ago in 2014. And Caleb said, I probably need to do the application to DWI court to get that taken care of for Judge Huff. I just got hired this week and I haven't seen the discovery yet. So I'm wondering if we could do 45 or 60 days, get the application from you, get it submitted, and then look at the discovery.
Okay. I reset to March 28th.
I am speaking out of town at a CLE the 27th and 28th. Could we do the 29th?
That's fine.
Perfect. All right, Booker, 29 March then.
Okay, Mr. Thomas Perry?
Yes, sir. And are you able to email me the application for DWI court for County Court 1?
Yes, I will.
Excellent. Okay, so Mr. Perry and I are excused then?
Mr. Perry, did you hear your reset date? Thomas Perry.
Yes,
Did you get your reset date, sir?
yes, sir.
Okay, you're free to log off.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mr. Gross.
Have
No
a great
problem.
weekend, sir. Take
You
care.
do the same. Sunny.
Yes, Booker, on Roger Sawyer, number 32 on your docket.
Yes, ma'am.
We're asking for a reset. There's still need to get fine restitution.
This is Herman, please hold.
So you were saying 328?
Yes.
That's a good deal.
All right, Roger Anthony Sawyer.
I will reach out and have him zoom in. I talked to him yesterday.
He was on. I haven't checked in.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe he's just not paying attention then. Good.
You can give him a call, let him know that his court date is reset for March 28th.
Okay, Booker, have a great weekend.
Thanks, you do the same.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stay in mine, I'm gonna have.
Booker?
Yes.
Hi, I was just I want to let you know I'm present. I just got in right now. For our in December.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, then I get that, yeah, that obviously.
Michael.
Yes, sir. I'm here on DeMarcus Franklin, 667-785.
Yeah,
The state's going to be dismissing the case.
All righty, thank you, sir.
Okay, and just so you know, it's on the docket for Monday, but this should take care of all three cases.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much. May both of us be excused.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, that'll be great. I do very, very much appreciate your consideration, and I'll just stand by some.
Hey, Mr. Booker. Hey, I wanted to apologize for all the bullshit, unnecessary things I was doing in the background, I guess. And I guess to the judge, if he was saying, I guess, I'm sorry.
Thank you, sir. Ruben.
Good morning, Booker. I'm here for Juan Ponce.
Okay.
I spoke with the state and they're unopposed to just some time for him to complete a course that he needs to get done, an APSE course.
Okay.
Got some clarification on that today, and we're gonna make sure he signs up for it.
Alrighty, sounds good. I'll reset both cases to March 28th.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Are we excused?
Mr. Ponce?
I know I saw him here earlier. Before they sent me to the breakout room, he was on. There he is. Juan, can you announce that you're here?
You can give him a call, just let him know that his reset date is March 28th.
Okay, yeah, because I see him on right there, but I guess he can't hear us.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Is it for Juan Ramirez?
No, sir. Is your last name Ponce?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Ramirez.
Okay, no, never mind. Different defendant.
Thank you, Booker.
No problem. Miss Morgan.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing well. I have Victor Mendez Aguilar 695-360. He's present on the Zoom.
Yes.
The state hasn't filed the case yet. They're going to check on the labs and see if they can get it filed.
All right, April 4th.
Let me double check that date real quick, because that'll be in person, correct? April 4th.
Possibly.
Yep, looks good.
Alrighty.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Victor Aguilar,
Yes, sir.
did you get your reset date, sir? April 4th?
April 4th.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And that'll be in person, kind of court 12.
Okay.
All right, you're free to log off, sir.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Now, did you go over plea paperwork with all your clients?
Yes, Booker, we're ready to take the pleas.
Okay, I will. All right, I'll put you in line to talk with the state.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And the state is in agreement with the plea on Escamilla, but I guess I'll just tell the state we're taking the plea on Gilson too. But I already told them, I don't know.
Did you go over the plea paperwork with Escamilla?
Yes.
Mr.
Well, I didn't go over the plea paperwork with him, but I went over what he's giving up and what he's agreeing to.
Okay, I'm gonna place him back in the breakout room with you because he did not finish signing everything. So just make
Okay.
sure that he signs and submits everything.
Okay, great. Thank you.
No problem. Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Okay, I gave the judge my file.
mhm.
We're not on the docket. I talked to Caleb, and Caleb has no objection to her withdrawing the warrant and changing it to a summons until we work out a resolution of my secretary's case. So I'm waiting in line, but I did put the file on the judge's desk.
Okay, I will make sure she's in with the mental health court right now, but she'll get that taken
Right.
care of shortly.
Okay, I'll stand by. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Mr. Booker. Do you know if Christine Brown is in?
She's not on right now, but she will be on shortly.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Morning, Booker. I just got out of breakout room. Are you available for me to approach?
One moment, Mario. I'll be right with you.
Yes, sir.
Mario.
Yes, sir. I have 3 cases this morning with number 12, Javier Garcia.
Yes.
He has accepted an offer from the state. We're requesting a short reset to conduct the plea hearing. If I could have a reset for him, and I can send you his email address as well in case we need to get the paperwork.
All right. I will set it for February 23rd.
Yes, sir. And I also have number 26. Oh, no, I'm sorry, number 28. Rashad Holliman. We are still waiting on videos for his case. The state is reaching out to law enforcement to see what the holdup is on those body cameras and co-band videos.
All right. That's maybe set March 29th.
March 29th, yes, sir. And number 29, Ruben Cruz. He's also accepted a plea offer from the state. He's requesting a short reset as well to conduct a Zoom plea.
Did you want both those please by Zoom?
Yes, please, if possible.
Okay, so I'm gonna change them both to February 17th, next Friday.
Okay, that works.
And then Miss Arlene Elizondo.
That was not my client. I believe Mr. Swearick is.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the one you texted me out. Never mind.
Yes.
Ryan knows about that one.
Okay.
Thank
And
you,
that's
sir.
so those 3 cases are the only ones I had this morning.
Cool. So Javier Garcia and Ruben Cruz. Both your court dates are going to be set for February 17th for plea. And then Rashid Haliman. So your court date has been reset to March 29th. You all are free to log off.
Thank you, Booker.
No
Weekend.
problem. Have a good weekend. Ivan.
Hi, Booker. Can I be placed in a breakout room with Victoria Garcia, my client?
Yes, please.
We're just going to go over the obstruction packet.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
No problem. Now, okay, looks like everything's back. I'll put you in line to talk to the state.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem.
Booker, this is Larry Meadows. I conferred with the state.
Mr. Barrera.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Booker. So me,
No, go ahead, Ivan.
okay. Me and Victoria Garcia, we're ready to go. We've gone over all the paperwork.
Okay, sounds good. Once judges are back, we'll get that plea going.
Okay, thanks.
Ms. Brown.
Hey there. So I'm here to enter a virtual plea for my client, Christopher Buenteo. I just wanted to ask if I could confer with him beforehand.
Yes, I'll put you in a breakout room with your client.
Thank you.
No problem. Larry Meadows.
Yeah, Booker, sorry about that.
Go right ahead.
I conferred, but my client, Matthew Mendiola, he has a pending felony. It hasn't been indicted yet.
Were you able to get a hold of him?
Say that again?
Were you able to get a hold of him?
I think, I believe he's present.
I'm here, sir.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
If you could you put me in a breakout room with Matthew? I need to get contact information from him. And can we be excused from there?
Yes, his court date is going to be reset to March 31st.
Okay, sounds good.
And I will put you guys in the breakout room and you're excused from there.
All right, thank you.
Lauren Tinkler.
Yes, sir.
All right, your attorney had a family emergency, so he had to log off. Your court date is going to be reset to March 27th.
March 27th. Understood. Thank you, sir.
No problem. You're free to log off.
Vicar, if I may ask, Christopher Virial, are you on the Zoom? Christopher Virial.
Mr. Jones.
The prosecutor, can we reset it maybe a week or two down the way for the plea?
Do you want your plea to be in person or on Zoom, or it doesn't matter?
Oh, if you can do it on Zoom, it'd be better. If that's all right with you guys.
Is your client a Spanish speaker?
My client is here waiting.
Is he a Spanish speaker?
Oh yeah, he is a Spanish speaker.
Is he a U.S. citizen?
It is one. No, he's not.
Has he talked to an immigration attorney?
No has hablado con alguien de inmigración, un abogado. Yes. Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Has he obtained a Padilla letter?
A Padilla letter? No,
Yes.
he hasn't got a Padilla letter.
Okay, that's going to be something that judge is going to ask.
All right, I'll get that.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, so I will set it for next Friday, the 17th.
Let me look here. February. I have 3 things on the 17th. Can we do it on the 24th or on the 23rd?
We can do the 23rd.
Okay.
Just send me your client's email address and I'll send over the paperwork and we'll be good to go for the 23rd.
Good to go for the 23rd. I'll just get the paperwork from you.
Correct.
Is there anything else we need to do?
No, but that'll be it. Let me see, just make sure, well, when you send me your client's email address, I'll forward it over to the state so they can send you whatever, any paperwork they need to send to you.
Yeah, he's gonna do an obstruction, so I
Okay.
guess do the whole deal.
Yeah, they'll send it over to you.
Okay. Thank you so much. I mean, I'll be excused.
Yes, you're inclined both free to log off.
Thank you.
No problem.
Mr. Booker?
Yes, sir.
Hey, good morning. I know I'm not on your docket. I bumped a 10 o'clock meeting to 10:30. Do you know if the judge will be back before then, or should I just zoom off and come back in later?
You can just zoom off and come back in later. I know
Okay.
she has to leave about 11:30, so she should be back on probably about 10:30, 10:45 into the main meeting.
Okay, yeah, I should be back by 10:45. I appreciate it very much.
No problem.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
No problem. Ryan,
I'm sorry, did you say Brian?
Ryan,
Hey, Booker,
yes.
could I please get a couple resets?
Yeah, what you got?
One. All right. One will be for Michael Galban. I need a 45-day reset. The district attorney needs to reach out to their complaining witness and schedule a coordinated call with the advocate. He says that can definitely take some time. And my client also has a very strict work schedule and needs plenty of time to request off for his next court date. So if we could get like a 45-day reset, that'd be great.
March 31st.
March 31st. Okay. Mr. Galvan, did you hear your court date?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did. March 31st.
Yes, and then if you would like, you can give me a call whenever you're off of work today and I'll go over everything I explained or I talked about with the district attorney, okay?
All right. I'm available to 11:15 as well if you want to do that now.
Okay, I have to do some pleas today, so I'm not gonna be able to do it right this second.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, I will talk to you later.
Yep.
Okay, and then did Aaron Glende check in?
Aaron who?
Glende? GLENDE?
I'm present, sir.
Okay, we're gonna need just a standard reset for him. First setting, got an offer, gonna go over the offer with him and go over our options.
March 28th.
Okay. Mr. Galvan, you're free to log off, by the way.
Thank you.
And then you said March 28th, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so your next court date, Aaron, is March 28th. And then Booker, if I could get a breakout room with Mr. Glende, and then I'll also fill out that paperwork and get those pleas ready to go. And I'll come out for breakout rooms with those clients.
Is that your last reset?
It should be.
Okay. And then when you come out, I'm gonna put and do the plea paperwork. I'm gonna put all your clients in at the same time with you.
Okay.
All right. Irene?
All right. So Booker, we have pleas ready? Can you
Yes,
come,
Judge.
come tell me, come out here for a moment, stack them up for me, Booker.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I'll be right here.
Hey, Booker, are you busy?
John, what you got?
Yeah, can I talk to Brian Petters in a breakout room?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, Booker. If you have time, could I talk to Corey Crook in a breakout room?
Yes.
Thanks.
All right, so we got now, let's see. 2, 3.
Okay, so ready to move forward with the pleas. The first one I have is Victoria Garcia. Victoria Garcia, everyone ready on that one?
I'm here, Your Honor.
And defense is here, Your Honor, as well.
Okay, then we have to. All right, so here we go. At this time, the court will call the case of Victoria Celeste Garcia, cause number 675321. Will each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Ivan Barrera for Ms. Garcia.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Garcia. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Victoria Garcia who's been charged with the DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
I am, Your Honor.
Ms. Garcia, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
Ms. Garcia, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. State's going to amend the information to include account 2, waive and abandon count 1, and proceed on count 2, obstruction of a highway.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Answered.
The plea agreement is for a $500 fine, court costs, 14-month deferred adjudication, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, and $60 restitution to Texas DPS.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Garcia, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
State.
Judge, it's the DA's policy that on a plea of obstruction, the defendant has to plead guilty.
Counselor, did you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. Victoria, you can plead guilty.
Okay. I plead guilty.
Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, found it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on count 2, obstruction of a highway, $500 fine, court costs, 14 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, VIP class, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, $60 for DPS. I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. And ma'am, if you have been vaccinated, the court will give you 24 hours of credit towards the 48 hours assessed. And if you've been boosted, I'll give you an extra 5. So altogether, you could earn 29 hours of credit towards the 48 hours of community service in this plea. That goes for everyone. This is the standing policy in County Court 12. I do believe getting vaccinated is a community effort. All right. Is there anything else from either side?
Yes, Judge, just one thing from the defense. I'd ask for my client to be given credit for, she's completed the DWI education course, the victim impact panel live course. And then prior to this plea, she did make a donation to the San Antonio Food Bank in the amount of $250.
Okay, very good. I'll notate the file. Thank you for letting me know.
Thank you. And that's it for the defense.
All right. There's nothing else from either side. Ma'am, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Garcia, I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Defense counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Good luck to you, Ms. Garcia. Just wait for the little Zoom button. Everyone's excused. Thank you, counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm going to move on to, let's see, Manuel Escamilla. Is that two cases? Manuel has.
Yes, Judge, that's two cases.
Yes. Let's see. Okay, all right. Well, I see both of these cases have been filed. I both have red files. They've been filed.
They have both been filed as
Okay.
of yesterday afternoon, Judge.
Okay, very well. So everyone ready to move forward? Do we have the
Yes,
defense?
Your Honor.
Okay, very well. So at this time, the court will call the case of Manuel Antonio Escamilla, in cause number 701937 and 701938. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Nell Smith for the defense.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Escamilla. How are you doing, sir?
Good.
Okay. Are you the same Manuel Antonio Escamilla who's been charged with a criminal trespass, burglary of a vehicle, and failure to ID?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss these cases with your attorney?
Yes.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to enter into a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Escamilla, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
And did you sign it?
Yes.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes.
Mr. Escamilla, are you entering into your plea voluntarily today?
Yes.
Very well. State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Judge. We're proceeding on cause number 701938. And the plea agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 10 days, Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money time to run current, and at this time, we're not asking that the judgment be satisfied. We will also take into consideration and dismiss cause number 701937.
701937. Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Escamilla, how do you plead to 701938?
Guilty.
Guilty? Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty. Fine has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on a $0 fine. Court costs 10 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money time to run concurrent. We're going to TIC cause number 071937. Is there anything else from either side?
Judge, I would like to say that I believe the defendant has 5 or 6 days in Bear County Jail. So, and as the jail is doing 2 for 1, we do expect that he will get out sometime today.
As soon as you're all set with your paperwork, you can head to back to the main.
All right. Very well then. There's nothing else from either side. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Mr. Escamilla. You should be out soon enough, sir, if you already have 5 days. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Everyone is excused. Let's go to, let's see, Christopher Buentello. That's just one case. Christopher, yes. Okay. Everyone ready on that case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. At this time, the court will call the case of Christopher Buentello, cause number 701411. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Christine Brown, defense counsel for Christopher Buentello.
Caleb, are you ready? Is my screen froze?
Like he's frozen, Judge. That's what it is.
I know. We've been having problems with my Wi-Fi today. Okay, are you going to text Caleb and ask? I think his Wi-Fi is coming out in and out.
Yes, Judge.
Now I don't see him at all.
He logged off. I think he's gonna try to log back in.
Okay, so now we're gonna go with Christian Green. One case, Daniel Della Garza. Let's move on to Christian Green. Everyone ready on Christian Green?
We don't have an ADA yet, Judge.
Okay.
I'm ready, Your Honor, whenever we get the prosecutor.
Okay. See if they get logged back on.
Is there a case waiting on me, Booker?
Booker. Matt is waiting to confer with one of the ADAs. I think he was trying to get a client on.
I just conferred with the ADA, Your Honor.
Okay, very good.
Judge Kendra, Caleb was just called me. His computer crashed. So Kendra's gonna come out and do the rest of the pleas.
Okay.
Charles, did you need me?
I was wondering, is anybody waiting on me? I
Oh,
was
no,
in
sir.
in the room, okay.
Judge, we have Kendra's out now.
Kendra's out, okay. Kendra, where is she? Kendra, we're gonna do Christian Green, then we'll go back to Christopher Buentello. Okay, so everybody ready to move forward on Christian Green?
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. At this time, the court will call the case of Christian Green, cause number 625777. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Andrew Mitchell for the state.
Daniel Della Garza for the defense.
Good morning, Mr. Green. How are you doing?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Are you the same Christian Green who's been charged in the DWI?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
I am not.
You're not? Okay. This is the one that we did get the Padilla letter for, right?
Yes, Judge, this is the one that I was talking about yesterday where it was on the trial docket, but defense got everything. So now we can move forward with the plea.
All right, Mr. Green, let me
Yes.
your right hand. Let me swear you in. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
You can lower your hand. Okay, Mr. Green, you're about to enter into a transaction in the American judicial system that could have some consequences on your status here in America. And I want to be sure that you understand what those consequences are. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
The first question being, have you gotten an opportunity to speak with an immigration attorney?
I have.
And do you understand and can you articulate to me what you understand those consequences to be if you move forward with this plea today?
I do.
What are they?
Well, in my understanding, if there's a possibility that I can get deported.
Okay. All right. And knowing that, are you still willing to move forward in this plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counselor, did you want to speak to the situation?
Well, yes, Your Honor, this has been a little bit of a long time coming, actually. We've talked to multiple immigration lawyers, 3 to be exact, and we've received basically the same advice. There are, as my understanding from talking to them and from talking to Mr. Green, there are no consequences as far as what we've entered into in this agreement. As far as deportation, there should not be, but what we've been hung up on is whether he can naturalize, and that's what but that is not what Padilla is actually talking about. So Yeah, I think we've covered our bases adequately. I think Mr. Green is satisfied with the advice that he's received from the immigration lawyers. I'm satisfied with it as well. And I'm comfortable moving forward. But yes, so for the record's benefit, this was set for trial. And then I received some additional discovery that made me move towards a motion to suppress. I was ready on that. I have an expert on that. I have a report. I'm ready to go on that. But on the motion to suppress. But this now that Mr. Green is satisfied with the advice that he's
You muted yourself, Daniel. Can you unmute?
there we go. Now
Okay.
now that he's received that advice and he's comfortable moving forward, I'm comfortable moving forward, and this is the route he's chosen to go, and this is how we're going.
Very well. Will be the order of the court that we will move forward in the plea this morning. All right. So back on track. All right, Mr. Green, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. The state is going to waive count 1 and proceed on count 2, obstruction of a passageway.
Any objections?
None, Your Honor.
Entered.
The plea is for a $400 fine, court cost, 10 months deferred adjudication, DWI education course, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, and $60 in restitution to Texas Department of Public Safety.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very
Yes, Your
well.
Honor.
Mr. Green, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Guilty? Very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, but it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with count 2, obstruction of a passageway, $400 fine, court costs, 10 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, the VIP class, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, $60 to DPS, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
Nor the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
If there's nothing further from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Green, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
I don't need to, Your Honor, but Mr. Green knows that he can call or text me anytime, and I'm here for him
Very
if he
well.
needs anything.
Good luck to you, Mr. Green. Just look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm going to do the Christopher Buentello, and then I'll take up.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Matter right after that. So thank you, guys. All right. So everybody ready to move forward? Yeah. Court calls Christopher Buentello, cause number 701411. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Christine Brown for the defendant, Christopher Buentello.
Good morning, Mr. Buentello. How are you doing?
Good morning, your attorney.
Are you the same Christopher Buentello who's been charged with a criminal trespass?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
What is going on over there? Why? Okay, I mean,
Judge, if I may, earlier during docket call, he was making gang hand signs. So I called the jail and they placed him in handcuffs.
Okay, all right. Mr.
I did apologize for that, Your Honor, and I am sorry, once again.
Okay, all right, but I need you to sit still in your chair, okay? All right. Are you the Christopher?
It's hard to push the mic, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think you,
Judge, give me a second. Let me call the judge, have him to remove the handcuffs.
okay. Okay, all right. So we're back on the record with Christopher Buentello, and I was just asking him, is he the same Christopher Buentello who's been charged with a criminal trespass?
Yes, I am.
Are you a US citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, I have.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in a plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't think this case is filed yet.
Okay, all right, so not filed.
I don't think we can do the plea.
Okay, all right, so
I
let's see.
apologize, everybody.
No problem. Counselor, the DAs are saying that this case hasn't been officially filed yet. Usually they can get it done in a day or so. So unfortunately, I cannot. I have to leave today at 11:30, which is like in about 20 minutes. So the quickest we can get this case back is on Monday morning. Do you want to bring your client back on Monday morning?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, very well. Let's recall it from Monday morning, Booker. Okay. Mr. Buentello, did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did.
So we'll recall the case. We'll bring you back and let the DAs get the case filed. Then we'll proceed on Monday morning, okay? Okay, everyone's excused.
All right, thank you.
All right, so we're gonna take up the Corey Crook matter. Let me get Corey's file out. Okay, did we bring that file out for Corey?
Yes, Judge, it
He's
should
still
be
in the
there.
breakout room, Booker.
I'll get him out.
Thanks.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
Mr. Green is a resident of Travis County in Austin, Texas.
Okay, do y'all not hear my boring message every morning about telling the court if your client is not a resident of Bear County? Okay. Did the attorney leave already?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Green, you reside in Travis County?
Yes, ma'am. He's already gone, Judge.
Which one?
Mr. Green's already gone.
He's already done. Okay, you know what? I should just let it go through. Okay. I give the same message every single morning that you must tell the court your client does not reside in Bear County or your client's going to get a violation, going to get a warrant. Just let us know. Okay, all right. Charles, did you want to transfer that case or let him report by Zoom? I don't even know what the charge was.
He can report by Zoom, Judge. It's an obstruction of a
Okay.
passageway.
All right, I'll write that on the file, that allow him to report by Zoom. Thanks, Charles. Charles has been saving you guys. Okay, I keep telling you guys every morning, the client's gonna get a warrant. All right, so everyone ready on Corey Crook?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do we have Caleb out? Okay, so Mr.
Yes, I'm
Crook,
Judge.
where's Corey? Could you turn your camera on?
Yes.
Okay, very well. Here we go. So the court will call the case of Corey Crook, cause number 667425. Could each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Brian O'Donnell, Assistant Public Defender for Mr. Crook.
Okay, so we're here today because Mr. Crook is in the mental health court, and the issue on the table is should Mr. Corey Crook be administratively discharged from the mental health court. I know before Christmas, I'd given Mr. Crook several items that needed to be done, and I was just gonna close the case out. I don't think any of those items were done or Most of them were not done. So here we are talking about administrative discharge. For Mr. Crook, I'll let Brian go first. I think he's already talked with this client, and then let the state speak. Go ahead, Brian.
Very well, thank you, Your Honor. I did have a chance to talk to my client in a breakout room just now. I believe that he is competent. He is not on medications, but I believe he is competent and understands where he is and what he is doing. He started the mental health court program in July of 2022. The case is actually, he waited almost a year. The arrest is from August of 2021. So I think part of what is going on is burnout, but he had a lot of problems when he first started, behavioral issues. He was connected in treatment. And I think all the way up to just last November, he could have turned it around and could have been graduating. At the same time, he got a job. He was living with his boss. He was putting his efforts into work. Now he is unemployed. He's looking for work. Your Honor, today he's telling me that he is no longer motivated for participation in the mental health court. That's against my advice, but that's what he wants the court to know. His mother is hoping that he will stay in the mental health court. I asked him if he's clean and sober. He says, yes, he is. I explained the ramifications of an administrative discharge, that he will have to go back to the original court, County Court 9, and face a motion to adjudicate. He is a young man, Judge. I think that his heart is in the right place, but I think that he doesn't like the injection, and that's kind of where we're at. Without med compliance, we're going to have these behavioral issues. So that's all I have right now, Judge. I know that there was a time we wanted him in the AOT program. He was deemed ineligible because he didn't have enough hospitalizations, and that isn't his fault. I believe that was mental health driven, not drug related. And I know it's asking a lot, but if my client is administratively discharged, I would ask the court to consider, instead of sending him back to the other court, to term him unsat. I think that it is a mental health issue, and he has been through a lot since August 2021.
Well, he missed that vote. I gave him that chance in December. State, go ahead and speak.
Judge, we know this program takes a lot, and it takes a lot of dedication, time, work, and if the defendant's not willing to put that in, I think he should be administratively discharged. I think most of our team is in agreement that he should be administratively discharged from the mental health court, just because he stopped meeting with Crystal Counseling, stopped reporting probation, and it stopped making those meetings. We do think that he should be administratively discharged. In this case, should be transferred back to 9.
Okay, all right. Anything else, Brian?
Judge, could my client be heard? Just so maybe he's changed his mind in the past 10 minutes. Mr. Crook, we need to see you.
Corey, you have to turn your camera on. You have to keep your camera on and unmute yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and you cannot be eating while you're speaking to the judge in court, okay?
Okay.
All right, did you want to speak on your own behalf?
May I inquire, Judge?
Go ahead.
Mr. Crook, we talked earlier and you told me that you no longer want to participate in the mental health court program. Is that correct?
Yes.
And your mother wants you to stay in the program, right?
Yes.
And right now you're not interested in staying in, you're looking for work and you're living at your mom's house?
Yes.
And you understand if you're discharged from the program, your case goes back to County Court 9 and you will be resentenced, and you could possibly take a conviction. You possibly could be looking at jail time. You understand that?
Yes.
Is there anything else that you want to tell the court?
I can't settle this out of court, this case that I'm.
When you say settle out of court, that means that you want to be finished with the mental health court program, right?
Yes.
Okay, but that doesn't completely finish the case legally. And I explained that to him, Your Honor. I have nothing further.
All right. All right, then it is the order of the court that Corey Crook is administratively discharged from the mental health court. I'm going to send this case back to County Court 9. Brian, Corey, MTR, a motion to revoke probation will issue. I'll make it a summons so that a warrant will not occur. Okay, but when they issue that summons for the court date, you must attend that court date in County Court 9, or they probably will issue a warrant. You understand? Okay, very well.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
I was going to tell him to unmute himself and say yes for the record. Corey, could you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Okay, very well. All right. So if there's nothing else from either side, that is the order of the court. This hearing is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. May my client be excused?
Yes, but Corey, you are excused. All right. Let's see. Did we go forward with Isaac Gilson? I think that is next.
That's next, Judge.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. This time the court will call the case of Isaac Gilson. Cause number 696766. Would each side state their name and they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Nell Smith for Isaac Gilson, the defendant.
Good morning, Mr. Gilson. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, ma'am.
Are you the same Isaac Gilson who's in the charge of unlawful carrying of a weapon?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to enter into a plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gilson, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gilson, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. The plea bargain is for a $350 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication, a motion to forfeit the weapon, 48 community service hours, and we are going to have to add a tap about. It wasn't included in the original plea, but we're going to have to do that too. No.
Okay. Was that 48 community?
48.
Okay. All right. All right. Is there anything else?
Judge, they may need to speak about the tap eval.
Okay. So Nell, did you want to go into a breakout room and speak with your client about the tap eval being added to the plea?
Well, I can just tell him right now that is a drug and alcohol screening test. It's not a class that he has to do.
It is just an evaluation, Mr. Gilson. They're going to evaluate you to see if you have any alcohol or drug issues. If you have none, you have none. If you have some, they may then decide if you should do inpatient, outpatient classes. They give the court the recommendation if you present that they decide that you do have alcohol, drug issues. That is, the top is an evaluation.
So it's just like a one-time screening, like
Yes.
question? Okay. For alcohol and drugs?
Yes, exactly.
So like a one-time drug test? I'm sorry.
Yes. That's
Okay.
Okay. So I think your attorney, Mel, you can ask him, does he have an issue or is he okay with moving forward with that being added to the plea?
Are you okay with that being added to the plea agreement? Forward?
I'm sorry. I have one question. What is there like a date set for that? I don't have a problem with it.
They will give you a date, of course. They will get a date.
Okay.
They will give probation will give you a date for it.
Okay, no, I thought it was like a today thing. I'm sorry.
No, it could not be arranged that quickly. All right. It probably won't be arranged for weeks. All right. So if he doesn't have a problem with it. So this is everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gilson, I see you have taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Is that what's in the paperwork now?
The paperwork says no contest.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. No contest. I'm sorry.
Okay. The court will accept your plea of no contest. It issued voluntarily and knowingly, and we'll move forward with $350 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a top evaluation, a motion to forfeit the weapon, 48 hours of community service, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Did you grant the motion to forfeit, Judge?
Yes,
Okay.
granted.
Nothing further from the state.
All right, there's nothing further from either side. Sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Gilson, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
No, thank you.
All right, very good luck to you, Mr. Gilson. Look for the join button. Everyone is excused. Okay, thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Taking care of this matter. So we have next Calvin Lee Anthony. Is that 2 cases? Yes, 2 cases. All right. Everybody ready to move forward on Calvin Lee Anthony?
Yes, Your Honor. And just to be stated, we're only moving forward on 700-538.
Yeah, understood, but the court does take up both cases. They're over here with us. We'll all just take that up in the plea in a minute. So at this time, the court will call the case of Calvin Lee Anthony, cause number 700-538 and 701-548. Could each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Porter for the state.
Ryan Arnett for Mr. Anthony.
Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Anthony. How are you doing?
All right.
Are you the same Calvin Lee Anthony who's been charged with criminal trespass and 2 criminal trespass cases? Is that you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Anthony, did you get an opportunity to go over a document, defendant waiver, constitutional rights, and court's admonishments? Did you go over that? Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Anthony, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. We are proceeding on cause number 700-538. And the plea bargain for that case is a $0 fine, court costs, 30 days in Bear County Jail, money and time, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and we are not asking that the judgment be satisfied at this time. On cause number 701-548, we are taking that case into consideration and dismissing.
Okay. And is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Anthony, how do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest. Fine has been voluntarily. I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on 700-538 with a $0 fine, court costs, 30 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent. We're going to TIC, cause number 701-548. Is this everyone's understanding? That's it? All right.
Yes.
We're not JSAT, and then just to be so everyone can be clear. Okay. How many days does he have in, Booker?
It's 6, Judge.
Okay. All right. Well, you'll be out soon enough, Mr. Anthony, if nothing else is holding you there. Okay. All right. There's nothing else from either side, sir. I followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. All right, Mr. Anthony, we're completely done. Everyone is excused. All right. Thank you, Ryan, for coming on and taking care of the matter.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So Let's see if I have time to do. Everyone ready on Arlene Elizondo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. At this time, the court will call the case of Arlene Lizette Elizondo, cause number 688345. With each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Andrew Mitchell for the state.
Ryan Arnett for Ms. Elizondo.
Good morning, Ms. Elizondo. How are you doing?
I'll do good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Arlene Elizondo who's been charged with a DWI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client is enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Elizondo, did you get an opportunity to go over a document titled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands her waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Elizondo, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. We're going to waive the enhancement and proceed on a Class B DWI.
Any objections?
None.
Enter.
The plea is for a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, DWI education course, TAP evaluation, victim impact panel, and ignition interlock for half the term.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Elizondo, I see you've taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest, very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, finding it voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward on a DWIB, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, a DWI education class, the VI class, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 48 hours of community service, and I'll set the supervisor fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing further from the state.
Just wanted to be announced for the record that Ms. Elizondo has already completed the DWI education panel, or education course, and the victim impact panel.
I'll notate the file. Thank you for letting me know. All right, anything else?
Nothing further from the defense.
There's nothing else from either side. Ma'am, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Ms. Elizondo, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's a probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counsel, did you want to go into that room also?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Good luck to you, Ms. Elizondo. Just look for the join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter. Everyone is excused. All right. So Antonio Farina, everyone ready on that one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. At this time, the court will call the case of Antonio Farina, case number 698108, with each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Caleb Border for the state.
Ryan Arnett for Ms. Farina.
Good morning, Mr. Farina. How are you doing? Is that Mr. Farina? Okay, good. I see you there. How are
Good
you
morning,
doing?
Judge. Doing good. How are you?
Doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Antonio Farina who's been charged with a DWI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you, okay, Counselor, are you satisfied? Are you competent enough to move forward in the plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Farina, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied that your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Farina, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is there a plea bargain?
Yes, there is, Judge. We are waiving the enhancement proceeding on Class B DWI.
Any objections?
None.
Entered.
The plea agreement is for a $400 fine, court costs, 14 months deferred adjudication, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, and 40 community service hours.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Farino, I see you have taken a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation where if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest.
No contest? Very well. The court accepts your plea of no contest, punishment voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and also have punishment as follows. We're going to move forward at DWIB, a $400 fine, court costs, 14 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, the VIP class, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, 40 hours of community service, and I'll set the supervisory fee at $40. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing from the defense.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, I have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Farino, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Charles Kimbrough, he's the probation officer for County Court 12. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that room also?
No, thanks, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, Mr. Farino. Just look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on and taking care of this matter. Again,
Thank you,
everyone.
Judge.
All right, Booker, I'm going to be hopping off now. Booker is going to proceed with the rest of the recess. And if anyone has a plea that's done today, I'm leaving. I have a board meeting. And so Booker can recall that for first thing Monday morning, okay?
Judge, all the pleas are done.
Other pleas.
We wanted to confer with you, Judge, regarding Irvin Pugh.
No, you have to do that later. Judge has to leave.
Okay.
Is that the case I told to come on about the travel thing?
Yes.
Is Mr.
He lives in North Carolina.
Wait a minute, what happened?
He is in North Carolina and not gonna come back to Texas, and he was charged with criminal trespass and evading arrest because he ran from the police.
Okay. So, I mean, this is not uncommon. This happens a lot. We even have some people that living in Poland, Middle East. So it's not an uncommon occurrence, I'm telling you, because like I said, San Antonio's a very touristy town. So what is the ask that you are asking of the court?
Well, he was here for work and he spent 9 months in jail in North Carolina and 1 day in jail here in Barrett County. And I was wondering if he could be JSAT'd for the time he has served.
No. 1 day?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't. No, so I gotta jump off. I gotta get to that board meeting. However, this is something that you really need to confer, work out with Caleb about. Okay, I mean, it is something that you guys can work out. Even maybe bringing Charles in there because he lives in North Carolina. Charles, the probation officer. Okay, Caleb, you still on?
Yes,
Okay.
Judge.
Do you mind talking to Nell about this case and maybe bringing Charles in to help you guys? Get you guys some advice on how to proceed with it because he lives in another state. Okay.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
I'll see you guys. I'll be back. I know that hearing is not going forward this morning, but I do have another Zoom meeting, so I'll be back as soon as this board meeting is over with, guys. Okay. Okay.
Yes, Judge. Caleb, if you want to go confer with Nell on that, and then once Charles is done, I'll put him in there with you guys.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Mr. Kimbrough, if you can join Caleb and Neil in their breakout room. They want to talk to you about Mr. Pug. He lives in North Carolina or something.
Okay, we will do.
Thanks, sir. Now,
Hi, Booker. Can I reset some people?
yes,
And then I'm sorry they've had to be here all morning, so I'll just call them this afternoon to go over the plea offer, okay?
okay.
So the first one is Alana Bobino. Could you please reset her? And I have a new offer for her as well that I'll tell her about.
All right, that's gonna be March 28th.
Thank you. Ms. Bobino, you can log off now and I'll call you later.
Okay,
All right, thank you for being here.
no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, for Francis Lucio, she is here under Gloria Sanchez. And, could we please, reset her? She has a current offer that I would like to revisit with her.
329.
What's that, March 29th?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Lucio, you can log off and I'll call you later to go over this, okay? Was Mackie Stone here?
We saw them earlier.
Oh, okay, great. Then could we reset that?
What's going on with that?
He has conditional dismissal if he takes that APSE class, but I haven't been able to get in contact with him to get the certificate, and I don't know if he's taken it or not.
All right. I will set it for March 6th.
Okay,
If you can't get a hold of him, then or if he, well, that'll be an in-person date. So hopefully you can get a hold of him by then.
yeah,
If not, then he'll have to appear in court anyway.
okay, good. And so for Amy Lopez, could you please reset her? She has a pending felony charge that it needs to be taken care of first.
All right, March 23rd.
Thank you. Amy, you can log off and I'll call you later.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then for Irvin Pugh, I have an offer I'd like to talk to him about. If we could please reset that.
March 30th.
Thank you. Oh, the problem is he lives out of state. So could we do it by the end of February?
February 23rd.
Thank you so much. Irvin, you can log off and I'll call you and we can talk, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. For Tristan Castro, could we reset him? I need to tell him of this offer and we can discuss it and so he doesn't know of the offer yet.
Trisha James Castro, are you on the Zoom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. March 27th.
March 27th. Thank you, sir.
All right, I'll call you, Tristan.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And that's all. Thank you.
Alrighty. All right, now you have a good one. I'll see you later on.
Okay, take
Alrighty.
care, you too. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Booker, whenever you get a chance.
Yes.
On my first person, 656-355, he's been pending DWI court decision since November.
Alrighty, I'll reach out to Mary Jane, see what's going on, and then have her to do a email follow-up to let us know what's going on with your client.
Okay. I think it has to do with him being a bad candidate just because he's a Spanish speaker and he's illiterate. So that may be the hiccup because I think I've emailed her on it before. Can we get, what kind of reset are we going to get? Because I don't want him, this is like the third time he has had to show up.
March 28th.
Okay.
I'll reach out to her. She's normally pretty quick.
She is.
we'll either hear something either today or Monday, and then after that, you can just confer to the state and see about, whatever plea deal we can get in our court.
Okay, if he's rejected, when he's formally rejected. Okay,
Correct.
and then I've got another, and it's gonna be a PTC reset, but I need to check the time in custody because the state may be offering a judgment satisfied, but they want to double check how many days he actually has. Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
645-280 is the case number.
He has 2 days on both cases.
Same days?
2 days on both cases.
Okay, but they're not like different days or the same days?
Correct.
I don't know. I think that should work, but we'll see. Okay, 2 days enough. It's a UCW.
Correct.
Do you think judge would have an issue with a 2 day on a UCW? That was a state.
I'm not sure. I think we have done it before. I don't really.
Yeah,
pay attention to
never
pleas.
had an issue. There was a concern. Okay, we'll figure it out.
I mean, I can run it by her and get her opinion to see, but it'll be something. I don't know.
It should not be a problem, but can we have the same reset for him? 328?
Yes.
Okay, both 328 PTCs. Awesome sauce. Mr. Garza, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're excused to March 28th. We will be calling you.
Okay, March 28th. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we'll call you before.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Bye.
Señor Salas Barbosa, ¿me escucha?
Sí.
Ok, nuestra nueva fecha es marzo 28, pero le vamos a hablar de la oficina la próxima semana. Y si no le
Ok.
hablamos,
¿Cómo?
háblenos la próxima semana a la oficina, por favor.
Sí, está bien.
Ok, pero la nueva fecha es marzo 28.
Ok, está bien.
Ok, muchas gracias. Que tenga buen día. Gracias.
Igualmente.
Okay. Thank you, Booker. May I be excused?
Yes.
Awesome sauce. Thank you.
You're welcome. Javier Garcia.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I had to unmute myself.
Who's your attorney?
Mario Moreno?
Oh, sir, you got reset a long time ago. Let's see.
I had miscommunication with my lawyer. I was supposed to show up to court yesterday, was what I understood. And
Yes,
and
he explained it to judge. So your case has been reset to February 17th. You can take a plea that day.
okay. Yes, I'll go ahead and take the plea on that date. I've finished up my mitigation.
Okay. Yeah, your attorney spoke on your behalf earlier today. So you're free to log off. He'll send you the Zoom link for next Friday where you're gonna be entering a plea on your case, okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Booker. I really appreciate it, sir.
Not a problem. You have a good weekend.
You have a great day, sir.
Thank you.